actually don't usually like doing a lot of verses of a song. For primary kids, I feel like sometimes it's too many words and then they get second verse mixed up with first verse. So I don't always do all the verses, but anyway, for this one, of course, it's very important. So the first verse we had taught with just some actions. Then last week we learned about the father and the mother. And so I brought back all the items with the labels, but I just set them up here on the chair. And then today we're learning about what the job is for the child. And so this is what I did. I had a superhero outfit, and I said I have to put this on first because I can't put this on over the hat. But I put mom and dad here on the superhero outfit because mom and dads are superheroes. They do so much. They are so amazing, and you guys should be so grateful for your moms and dads. So anyway, this was my superhero outfit, so mom and dad went on there. Okay, so as I put the items on the child, I sing it to them. So I'll love and serve my family. Oh, serve. I'll love and serve my family and be a good example to each family member. So I put the tie right here. And then I stopped there because I think we need to talk about these things. I talk about how can you show love in your family. That is your job. You need to love your brothers and sisters, love your parents. Show it, say it, give them hugs, give them nice things. Do all the things you can to help them feel loved. And then how could you serve? Serving can even be like cleaning the house. And then I talk about how could you be a good example? Like, what if mom and dad are super busy and you can remind them, say, we didn't say family prayer yet. You could be a good example even to your parents. And then I talk about how mom and dad are the superheroes. And when I am a mom or dad, and I just brought a little iPod for the kids, so glad. And then the shoes. I'll help my family remember. And what I talked about is that Adam and Eve were placed on the earth, and one of their first commandments was to have children. So it's very important for all of us to strive to become a mom or dad. And then we just sang through this several times, going down through each little label. I point to each label as we get to those keywords. And then, of course, we go and we review the whole song. Also, since we are talking about Adam and Eve, I have this picture and I talk about how Adam wasn't just the very first daddy on the earth, he was also the very first prophet. And he prophesied. He was very close to God, always wanting to do what was right. So then we learned Adam was a prophet. And I really didn't do anything special except for show this picture. And we said Adam was a prophet. First one that we know, in a place called Eden, he helped things to grow, and Adam served the Lord by following his ways, just like and it's not just, yes sir, I'll do whatever you say, it's I want to do whatever you say. So Adam served the Lord by following his ways. We are his descendants in the latter days. And then I had them clap the rhythm to the Follow the Prophet song, which is just, follow the prophet, follow the prophet, follow the prophet. Don't go astray, and then finish clapping. So learning about how Adam was a prophet. For junior primary, to just hear the song over and over again, I decided that we were going to do primary yoga because we're talking about how God created our bodies and how grateful we are for our bodies. Well, we actually did start the day off with head, shoulders, knees, and toes. Since we have new songs, we got to do some fun wiggle songs. So we did head, shoulders, knees, and toes. But for Follow the Prophet, I decided we would do primary yoga. Now I've done this before where I have pictures on the board for the kids to follow, or I hold up pictures for them to follow. But this time I just had a bunch of pictures that I put on the floor, and we went through some of the moves before the song. So for instance, we did holding our knees up and our arms up, and then we would switch to the other side. And then this time we would come down in prayer position. So same thing, holding that knee, resting the foot on the leg, and doing it on this side, and then doing it on this side. And then if you wanted, you could also do the hands above the head. So not too difficult that all they're thinking about is what they're doing with their hands so they could still sing. So we would start like this. Adam was a prophet, first one that we know, in a place called Eden, he helped things to grow. Then we switch. Adam served the Lord by following his ways, we are his descendants in the latter days. And then for the Follow Prophet part, we'd switch here. follow the prophet, follow the prophet. And then halfway through, we would switch over here. And then maybe at the very end, you could just raise your hand. He knows a way. So super simple and easy. These are a bunch of yoga poses that I found online that were for free. And I tried to pick out ones that I felt would be appropriate for primary girls in dresses, so, and even me up here. So even for me, dressing today, knowing that I might be doing primary yoga, I got a nice loose skirt, I got a shirt that's nice high on my neck so I can bend over comfortably, and so everybody can stay modest. Then we went ahead and we used the yoga poses for some other songs that we already know. We already know I Will Follow God's Plan, but it goes along with what we're learning about Adam leaving the garden and needing to seek God's light, needing to know what he should do. So we did I Will Follow God's Plan. We did Choose the Right Way, because now that Adam and Eve left the garden, they had to choose between good and evil, and they needed to choose the good. So we did Choose the Right Way. Again, just doing 2, maybe 3 yoga poses while we were singing those songs. We also did A Child's Prayer. So that's a good one to maybe do when you're on for the tummy pose. Oh, these ones right here would probably be good ones to do for a child's prayer, where you're on your hands and knees, or you're laying and you're pushing up. Those would work for that song. I ended up not using these for senior primary because they were being so good and so reverent. I didn't feel like I needed anything to get their attention on what I was trying to teach about Adam and Eve and making choices and needing to pray to find guidance for our life. So I just did a junior primary, went great, and I'll put the link below for these yoga poses.